amid the rising tide of insecurity in the nation, where the efforts of the military have not been able to contain issues like farmer heather crisis, kidnapping for ransom and rituals, attacks on communities, armed robbery as well as secessionist agitations, the disturbing trend, uncompleted and abandoned buildings being converted into hideouts for criminal elements is taking a dangerous dimension with severe implications on the security situation in the nation's capital, Abuja. These structures, scattered across the city centers and satellite towns, have become a source of concerns for residents. One of such buildings is located along Arab Road in Jabi Utako district, where over 1,000 individuals reside in squalid conditions and paying a monthly rent of 1,000 naira per month. Mary McCarthy, a 20-year resident in the building, shares her story of survival at the building.
I came here, I'm staying inside the Otako. I'm here more than 20 years. When I came, I don't have anything to do when I came because I have a problem with my marriage. It's a force, but at the end, we are not together. He pack and leave us, so I pack here with my children and stay. I came here because I don't have enough money to pay a rent, even to feed my children. That's what brought me here. I start managing in here before then demolish and make the place as a station. So we now pack and enter here so that we will find how we will eat. We sleep and wake up and find what we will eat. See there how the condition. When you start a little, I start doing masa. Sometimes I will cook and carry it on the head, like buy even intestine to cook a pepper soup. I carry it to a taco market and sell, or any market of I will go there and sell to find what I will. The day when we don't have what we eat, we will sleep and drink garri. So now some people, I saw many faces here. We are more than even 500 here now, because some of the people in the north maybe during farm or the way they are killing, attacking, so they have to left their own to find how their life will survive. They will come here and stay. Some we don't have no work to do. They will start smoking or stealing or find way to order to find how they will succeed in life. True, if you look around now, you see some children. They are around, even my children, they are, because anytime when I didn't, if like the senior ones come back, I will help them to look the junior ones so that I will go and find how I will cook masa. I will cook like half mudu, 2 cups. Depend how I will cook. If I get 500, that one will enough for us to eat. Security, they cannot fit to, the woman being is not a computer. He can rest sometimes. Sometimes they cannot sleep here. You understand? Sometimes they will sleep and they don't know what is happening to the next block. You understand? So they are trying their best. They are trying their best. But the way Nigeria nowadays is heading, hungry is too much. That's why some people are still react a wickedness attitude, attack people so that they will collect their things that they will go and eat. All these youths. So when you see somebody you use knife to stamp you, he will give him what you have, so that he will live your life to be safe.
Joy Yashim, visiting her sister, highlighted the economic hardship that has forced many to seek shelter in these uncompleted buildings.
She's almost 2 months here, 2 to 3 months. Sometimes patient it's not that we really want to be here, but it's because of condition. She said she's a businesswoman. She's a tailor, but as she come here, she's trying to fight for this thing. When she's a house help. When she's like she spent like 3 months, she wants to go home and do this thing, freedom party. Then she rents her shop. Then she continue her business.
Moshood, a 35-year-old widow, described the occupants and called for help.
My husband died to go rent house. Wahala. I owed money for rent house. Our landlord first the day wey he first he don't tire. He keep my load outside. Now he make me I can't add myself for uncompleted building here. This place is not very good at all for human being. It's not good for human being at all. At all. Now it's for manage, code day, everything day. Both people wey dey here, they be armed robber, they be thief, they be clean upper, But you wey be normal woman being, you cannot endure because no money to go rent house. So you can just manage yourself with them. Because we know say them, they be thief, they be armed robber. But nothing we can do. Only thing we can do be say to na to pray for God, make God help, make God help o. Because all these things is not good for woman being wey dey normal like me like this o. I'm a woman being wey be say e dey okay, but na money be my challenges. So I need I even wan beg God, make God help me. Make all this Nigeria, if dem dey see me o, Nigeria make dem come help me.
While many believe the authorities may not be aware of these buildings and their inhabitants, some of whom are security threats, buildings head of security revealed that the government is aware of the residents and the history behind the uncompleted structure.
It was around 84 they started this building. Yes, around 84, FCD started the building, and it was contracted to BBC. But somewhere along the line, there were collapses. So the government had to call them to order, and BBC ran away. I don't know, but they've not run away. They are still in charge of the contract. But I don't know how the government is managing it. Because now and then, every now and then, the FCDA, they are meeting to try and take over the place so that they can reconstruct another building. So that is the problem. There are about 300 people staying here, both adults and children. In fact, married men and women and their children. So you cannot exempt anybody. All of them here are destitute. That's how I see it though. They are all destitute, looking for where to stay, looking for cover, for shelter for themselves. So and the government cannot do anything. The government is not doing anything. But that's what they are doing. So like now here, we say let them stay. They are just staying. Maybe today, tomorrow you see different set of people coming in here just to pass the time and make a living. Don't have food for them. Everybody fend for himself. So they feed with whatever they can feed. That's it. They are all doing menial jobs around. And some of them, I don't know, they go out and work like that. Whatever they have, that's how they be managing. So they feed themselves with what they have. But you are talking of the government today. You know, there's hardship in the country. There's serious hardship. It's not just hardship. Oh, I say serious hardship. Every day they come. Yeah, yesterday or something, they had a meeting there. So we watch them. We are watching them. We will give the little assistance we can give to them, so that people will be calm. Nobody. You can see Merua. They are selling water. Toilet, kai, there's no toilet, oh, but they go to Gida one car here. They pay and ease themselves there.
This admission that the FCTA is aware and not intentionally doing anything to halt the continuous stay of these residents in the building is rather a direct opposite of government's drive towards internal security in the FCT. Former president of the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, Dr. Aliyu Wamako, advocated for a policy on building construction with penalties for defaulters, whom many say are part of those contributing to insecurity in the FCT.
You see, this uncompleted building, it has so many tolls. One, sometimes people, try to bury their money laundering money into some of those properties. It also provides shelter to the people of the underworld. So it is clumsy looking also. It doesn't make the city look good. So it has so many things, terrible issues that are associated with it. So one thing we did was that we worked with the DSS to be able to identify those people that own that, which lead us to development control, who give approval for the buildings. Sometimes you will be surprised to find out that there is no even file for that building at the development control. So, and we believe that if an approval for you to build is given for a certain structure, they use engineers. These engineers of different types, the whole engineering to construct a house, structural engineer, architect, but it's all of them is a compound thing at the development control who are the authority to give this approval. There should be a time limit on approvals. If you elude the time limit, you come back, and there will be charges for that. That is not done by the government side. The ones that are there, if somebody cannot complete a building, the government shall take over to complete it and put it into economic use. Maybe build, operate, and transfer, or something of that nature. That will have curbed the manners associated with, abandoned properties. Most of the times, you will find out that the state governors, local government chairmen, and the rest, as a tradition in Nigeria, everybody that comes in, he wants to start a new project himself. The one that is being started by his predecessors is no longer tenable. He doesn't think it's anything to consider by. But the issue is, anything that is being meant for the people is for the people. You are elected by the people. You are working for the people. The people are the one that owns those properties, not you, because it belongs to the government. So I think there should be a strong legislation in terms of abandoned property in Nigeria that will have sorted out these problems. We have said it times without number that government has no business in building houses for the public. It is the duty of we, the private developers, to build houses. And these houses we build, we maintain, we cater for it. Government build houses and abandon.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration has announced plans to tackle the issue, with statistics showing 460 abandoned, uncompleted buildings in the FCT. Security experts warn that these structures may harbor terrorists and kidnappers who commit heinous crimes in the territory. Meanwhile, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has emphasized the need to demolish these uncompleted buildings, stating, "We cannot allow these uncompleted buildings where criminals have made their place of abode. Bring down all these uncompleted buildings that have turned into shanties, and they will have nowhere to hide." While the FCT Minister's comments sound committed and reassuring, many are waiting for him and the FCTA to walk their talk.